Who is the 28-year-old Alexander Wang, the man on whom Mark Zuckerberg has bet $14 billion? Just imagine. It's early morning at the headquarters of the world's biggest tech company, Meta. An unusual tension fills the air. Top executives are gathered in a conference room. The atmosphere is intense. Mark Zuckerberg himself is standing in front. And suddenly he says, "Our future is no longer social media. It's superintelligence." And for that, we've placed our bet on a 28-year-old Alexander Wang. For a few moments, the room falls silent. People look at each other. Who is this Wang in whom $14 billion worth of faith has been invested? That's where the story begins, the story of a young genius named Alexander Wang, who achieved at 19 what even billionaires only dream of. He was a student at MIT, but his imagination couldn't be confined within university walls. He believed that machines wouldn't just imitate humans, they would one day think better than humans. That belief drove him to drop out of college and build something revolutionary, a startup called 𝐮𝐩𝐿 AI. In 2016, Wang and his friend Lucy Guo founded the company. Just two people, a tiny room, and a giant dream. Sleeping on air mattresses, surviving on a cup of coffee for breakfast, and coding day and night, that was their life. They knew one thing: data is the real oxygen of AI. And 𝐮𝐩𝐿 AI's mission was to turn raw data into a language that machines could understand so they could learn. Gradually, 𝐮𝐮 AI made a name for itself in Silicon Valley. Tech giants like Google, Microsoft, and even defense agencies began using its services. But the turning point came when Mark Zuckerberg's eyes fell on the company. Meta had already fallen behind in the AI race. OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google DeepMind were far ahead. Zuckerberg needed a mind that not only understood technology, but could foresee the future. And that mind was Alexander Wang. Zuckerberg made a bold decision. Meta would no longer remain just a social media company. It would step into the era of superintelligence. He invested more than $14 billion in Wang's startup, 𝐮𝐻𝐿 AI, and appointed him as the head of Meta Superintelligence Labs. From research to product design, from infrastructure to innovation, the entire AI division of Meta was now in Wang's hands. When this announcement was made inside Meta, many employees couldn't believe that a 28-year-old would now be leading scientists who had been working on AI for over 2 decades. But Wang had something no book could teach: vision. The first thing he did was restructure the entire AI division. He created 4 new units: research, product, infrastructure, and innovation. His message was clear: superintelligence is coming, and if we want to be ready, we must organize ourselves for that future. Meta's mission now had a new direction. Not just chatbots or face recognition, but the creation of an AI that could think, learn, and make decisions like a human being. Zuckerberg named this project the Meta Superintelligence Program. Under this initiative, Wang now leads a team of some of the most brilliant engineers in the world. But this journey was anything but easy. Meta's earlier AI strategies had faced criticism. The Llama model was launched, but never gained the global reputation of OpenAI's GPT or Anthropic's Claude. Meta was falling behind in the AI race. And by bringing Wang on board, Zuckerberg took a massive risk. Yet, that very risk is now turning out to be the most daring, and perhaps the most defining, decision in Meta's history. Wang's personal story is no less fascinating. He was born in New Mexico into a family of scientists. Both his parents worked on physics-related projects for the US Department of Defense. Perhaps that's why, from an early age, he was drawn to data, numerical patterns, and scientific reasoning. As a child, he loved solving puzzles. And by the time he reached adolescence, he was spending most of his time in front of a computer. At MIT, he studied machine learning, but soon realized that true learning doesn't happen inside classrooms. He says, "For me, college was a launchpad, not a destination. With that mindset, he dropped out and founded Scale AI, a company that has since become a leader in AI training data, even counting the US Department of Defense among its clients. Now, as Wang takes charge inside Meta, he has begun transforming the company's culture into a data-driven ecosystem. Every decision, every experiment begins with data at its core. He often says, to make AI successful, it's not machines but human vision that matters. We're teaching machines what it truly means to think. Inside Meta's new superintelligence labs, thousands of engineers, scientists, and researchers are working around the clock. Their goal: to create a system that can reach the level of AGI, artificial general intelligence, and AI as intelligent as a human being. And perhaps even more. Alexander Wang now meets with Mark Zuckerberg daily for high-level strategy sessions. He isn't just shaping Meta's technological direction, he's rewriting the company's future. His team is currently working on the next version of the Llama model, designed to rival OpenAI's GPT-5. To power this vision, Meta is building some of the world's fastest GPU servers and investing billions of dollars into AI infrastructure. Wang's strategy is crystal clear. He believes that the race to superintelligence won't be won by algorithms alone, but by the combination of data and human intent. As he puts it, we're not teaching machines to think like humans, we're teaching them to think with humans. But every great dream comes with a price. Meta's investment is not just a $14 billion gamble. It's a leap of faith that could redefine the company's destiny. If this experiment succeeds, Meta will no longer be remembered as a social networking company, but as the architect of the next chapter in technological history. But if it fails, it could go down as the biggest gamble of Zuckerberg's career. Experts across the AI industry believe this partnership could make history. For the first time, a young scientist has been entrusted with such immense power. Thousands of Meta engineers now look to Wang for direction, and Zuckerberg himself has said, "Our future now lies in Alexander's hands." Wang is no longer just a technologist, he has become the face of Meta's new era. His photos, his statements, even his smallest tweets are now seen by investors and developers as signals of what's coming next. Many are already calling him the Einstein of AI. As Wang himself says, "I'm not teaching machines to surpass humans. I'm teaching them to walk alongside us." He's only 28, yet his mind carries the foresight of a 50-year-old. What's unfolding in his brain today could reshape the direction of the world in the coming decade, how we work, how we think, and perhaps even what it means to be human in a world shared with machines. Meta is no longer on the path of a social network. It's evolving into a superintelligence network. And leading this transformation is a young man who once dreamt while sleeping on an air mattress, dreams that today have turned into billion-dollar realities. Wang says, "Every time I look at my team, I remember I was once just like them, a kid with nothing but passion. The only difference is I never gave up." That very spirit turned him, between the ages of 19 and 28, into Silicon Valley's brightest hope. And perhaps that's exactly why Mark Zuckerberg entrusted him with leading the world's most powerful AI mission.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources: news from various news agencies, opinion polls, and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.